YouTube was good. It's your boy, Paul Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. Hey, guess what? This your first time tuning in. Go ahead, hit doggone subscribe button, hit notification bell. Anytime I post up new content. Show number 3, which is probably like the first in a long while for me. But with this one, and because I looked at it and I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna say nothing about this. But then, with all this shit going on with P. Diddy, and I was like, you know what? This shit is reminding me like, okay, it's the summertime. You sitting outside or whatever, flies and mosquitoes, right? You got your tasted beverage, whatever the fuck that may be, right? So, and just know that today's show, just like the previous two, brought to you in part by the lovely folk that made this fantastic drink. Jungle Juice, yes, roaring good. You know I had to do that one. But in either case, we gonna get back to the motherfucking flies and mosquitoes. So you start doing all this shit here. You trying to enjoy yourself, and then you like, well, hold on. The $64,000 question just came up. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because there's put like this, a dog that shit somewhere. And there's a big pile of shit. That's why all the flies they all over every goddamn thing. And so, like, all of these people that has been affected by Diddy, right? Here they come. They come, right? All except 2 people. And what they're saying is a hell of a lot more going on than the motherfuckers that they got on trial. And so if you don't know who the fuck I'm talking about, look at the goddamn, look at the title. Jaguar Wright, Gene Deal, right? Because I'm just like, okay, you talking about all these people were there. You talking about list this, list that, list the other. So I'm just like, okay, how the hell do you know who was on the list? Did it let you look at the list? And what about you? You the goddamn bodyguard. So it's almost like, okay, you knew who to let in and not who to let in. Because you got the list. You got the list. Or what they used to say in the army, right? Especially if you had like a secret clearance. Your name went on that goddamn scar list. Guess what? You weren't getting in. So it's just for the simple fact, I'm looking at this and I'm like, well, damn, you know what? You about as guilty as you about as guilty as Diddy. Both y'all. Because let's look at Jaguar Wright. Sitting up there on the goddamn casting couch, asking all those motherfucking questions, and she answering them like it's nobody's motherfucking business. And we all know what happens on the casting couch, people. You either finna fuck or you already been fucked. You didn't like how the shit went down. Now you finna tell it. Type of bullshit is that? Like, really? This is what the fuck we do now. But see, but this is how you know that this shit is bullshit. And there's nothing more than the ultimate recruiting party. These motherfuckers, they ain't nothing but recruits. They want you to come in. But just like with any other job, you gotta deal with some of that bullshit. It's with every job. I don't give a fuck what it is. Some bullshit gonna be somewhere. Because you're gonna be steady doing this shit here. Whether you swatting away the flies or you swatting away the smell. Because I'm just like this. Okay, you do all these motherfucking freak offs. Now the first couple of times around, yeah, it might have seemed like a forceful thing. But just know you done ran across a couple of dicks and be like, ooh, I like how this one feels. And then when you start asking, like, can I be in charge of shit? Whether it's motherfucking Cassie or it's that bitch, put like this, or is that bitch named J to the A to the N-E? Like what old boy said in motherfucking Gorillas in the Mist. Because they calling her Jane. And we already know who Jane is from Tarzan. Bitch swung from vine to vine. But in your case, you swung from dick to dick. Okay? Somebody got pissed. Because this is how a lot of y'all women do. Right? Motherfucker get dick down. And you like, damn. Why they ain't fucking me? Because, bitch, you are non-essential personnel. You got tired of being non-essential personnel, right? So I'm just like, you looking at all of this shit. Let's look at the bodyguard. You looking at all this shit. You telling all this shit. But you ain't testified, neither you or Jaguar. They ain't put y'all on the stand yet. Especially, okay, look, the way that the motherfuckers got it, right? This is some serious shit that we talk. This is some serious shit that we talking about here. Any type of information will help to actually really put this motherfucker behind bars. But we already know. They ain't going no goddamn where. And if it do, you know, they ain't gonna do nothing. They gonna do the same thing to him, what they did to Bill Cosby, R. Kelly. Yeah, they'll see you. Look, it's too easy to walk away in handcuffs. They may even let you see them walk out the damn door. But once the cameras is off, they go, cut, take that shit off. And be like, look, motherfucker, don't show your ass nowhere, no time soon. Because if you do, we're not gonna put you in jail. We're gonna put a motherfucking bullet in your head. Right? All of this shit is bullshit. And then for the most part, y'all too goddamn, you know what? You know what? Fuck all that. Because I'm the goddamn crazy uncle. If I want to call y'all raggedy, then guess what? I'm finna call you motherfuckers raggedy. Because you motherfuckers don't know the difference between a market employee with Jaguar Wright sitting on there on the goddamn casting couch. And just like what I said earlier, we already know what the fuck the casting couch consists of. We interview you, we ask you some bullshit questions, and then there it is. Right? Because the thing about it though is this. If indeed you got proof in what the fuck you saying, then yeah, your ass need to be on the motherfucker. You need to testify. But if it ain't, and you just blowing smoke up everybody's ass, then you need to shut the fuck up. Plain and simple. Right? Because if you know this much, if you know, if you got that much information and they ain't put you on the stand, and then what's that bullshit that Damon Dad talking about? Oh, they know not to come to me. Motherfucker, you are not above the law, okay? They want your ass. Guess what? You gonna sing like a bird like everybody else. Because we already know what the fuck you did. Cause you know the difference. Your girl Jaguar ratted your ass out. You and Jay-Z, right? But the thing about it though is this. Y'all say shit in such of a way, right? Like, yeah, come on in. But just know this is what the fuck is finna happen to you. It's almost like motherfuckers didn't, they know about y'all, right? And then you're like, okay, well, let's just go ahead and put it on out there. And just tell people, okay, hey, look, yeah, you can have this. Yeah, you can have that. Yeah, you can have the other. But just know that this is what the fuck you gonna have to do to get what the fuck that you asking for. And it's quite obvious that these motherfuckers are actually really still getting paid because here's the deal, right? I didn't know who the fuck Jaguar Wright was until all this shit started happening. So again, I'm almost like, okay, well, how relevant was you back in the day? Because I was listening to a little bit of all of it. And not one time did I hear anything come out with Jaguar Wright's name in it. So who the fuck are you really? Right? The bodyguard, hey, he a bodyguard. And they were like, oh, you used to sing. Okay, what song did you sing? What group were you a part of? And then if you was actually like really, you talk about everybody else, all the other females talking about, ooh, they trying to make it. They trying to do this. They trying to do that. They trying to do the other. But didn't you go down that same goddamn road? Did you? That's all what the fuck I'm asking. Right? Because it's some bullshit somewhere. Right? And motherfuckers, well, I ain't gonna call them motherfuckers, but tax money is being spent on a bullshit trial. Y'all already know they shit finna happen to Diddy. But you an old boy, right? Spreading the butter or the peanut butter. You're spreading that butter all over that toasted piece of bread. Or you spreading that peanut butter and jelly All and guess what they told y'all? Make it look good. Make it look good. Make it where that motherfuckers want to eat your bullshit toast or your bullshit peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And so my whole deal is this, right? They motherfuckers out. What did Chuck D and them say back in the day? Don't believe the hype. And I'm not believing this bullshit that y'all putting out. Or I don't know. Maybe you gonna come out and say that Chuck D and the crew was at one of Diddy's parties, right? Oh, damn. I might have gave up something. But in either case, y'all so full of y'all put it like this. Decalax, X-Lax, goddamn Emina, suppository, whatever the fuck they got to clean the shit out of y'all's ass. Guess what? That shit ain't gonna work because both of y'all are full of shit. Yeah, I said it. Because ain't no way in hell out of all of that shit, what y'all said that happened. But you motherfuckers stayed. Y'all ain't no better than Cassie. And that bitch called J to the A to the N-E. Swinging from vine to vine. Heard along and Cassie. Swinging dicks. Okay? Y'all gonna have to come a little bit better than what the fuck you doing. Go on, tell the judge, because they already hollered about mistrial. But this is like 5 weeks in. Ain't no telling how much motherfucking taxpayer money has already been spent on this bullshit. Just, you know what? Just like the shit that's going on in Los Angeles. Y'all want to keep the East Coast, West Coast thing going at all costs. Y'all so motherfucking stupid and desperate to, okay. Like, what y'all doing? Like, really? What the fuck? What are we doing? What are we doing and why are we doing it? Plain and simple. And I already know what I'm actually really saying. It ain't gonna get back to y'all, but even if it did, the fuck y'all gonna do? Come out. Oh, he know what to say and what not to say. Bitch, you give yourself away. If you put like this, if you know it, goddamn it, tell it. But it's just like what I said earlier. Probably if you talk too much, you probably looking at the fact you finna go to jail too. Or y'all will go to jail, but then it won't. And I guess y'all will be doing motherfucking interviews in jail. But make sure that they bring the blue couch. Make sure that they bring the powdered blue couch. Okay? I understand. It's always the powdered blue couch. But like this, you either gonna fuck or you finna be fucked. And somebody is getting fucked. I already told y'all who, right? So, hey, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell Big Dan, tell Big Bertha, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa. Motherfucker next door, cross street, round the corner, Paulus Harris, a.k.a. Crazy Uncle. I'll holler at y'all.